welcome back to Industry of Cool with Valeria. I'm so happy to have you guys here online. This is the first time that we do this. It's a very special episode. Today we are with my friend and actor, Daniel Frias.
Hello,
Welcome.
Valeria. Thank you for having me here on your podcast.
Of
I'm so excited to be
course.
here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here too. Um, Congratulations on your latest project, which is Sal de mi playlist. Amazing
Thank you.
show. I watched it in like 2 days. Que
Yeah.
pena, but it's the truth. Um, okay, so how long have you been acting?
Ooh, I've been acting I I've been acting for a few years now. I'd
Mhm.
say probably three, but I started way before that, like training, doing like studying acting for screen and everything. That
Yeah, so
was
you mean 3 years as a working actor?
Yeah, so 3 years of experience.
Okay.
But if we talk about me trying to get in the industry and like improving my acting skills, I'd say from 2018. Yeah, that's
Wow.
that's when I moved to the UK and started, pursuing the dream.
Yeah. Okay, so where were you born actually?
I was born in Tenerife, in the Canary Islands, in Spain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what made you move to the UK? I love the UK. Amazing. But what
You
made you move
do?
there? I love the UK. I've never
Amazing
been.
weather.
I know. No, but it's funny because where I'm from, Bogota, Colombia, it's the weather
Mhm.
is very similar. So,
Okay.
I've always wanted to go. But why did you go pursue acting in the UK instead of like the USA?
Well, that's a great question, first of all.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to, ever since I decided to become an actor, I wanted to make it in the American industry, in Hollywood. But because I'm not an American citizen, I can't live there for more than 6 months, I believe.
Mhm.
So I decided that my best option would be to move to the UK because I would still have access to acting schools, and also it would give me the opportunity to learn English, and develop my English.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I moved to the UK in 2018. I was 18 at the time,
Oh my God.
and yeah, it's crazy to
So
think about it.
young.
Yeah,
You moved by
and
yourself?
well, actually, I had a friend of mine living in the UK,
Okay.
so
So you stayed
it
with
was
them.
yeah, it was easier for me to move, to find a place together so we can start from scratch. He was studying in uni, and I was, trying to find a job and then get into an acting school.
How
So
does
I did that.
how
Mhm.
does acting look in the UK? I mean, what was your first step to getting into? I mean, it's acting is not easy, the career, right? So what did you do when you got to the UK?
Well, first of all, I applied for jobs. That's the first thing that I had to do,
Okay, key,
because I had to
get a
pay my
job
bills.
so you
Yeah,
could survive.
yeah.
Got it.
But because
Uh-huh.
I really started from scratch. Like I didn't even have a bank account in the UK. So I really had to look for all these things
Oh my
and then
God.
apply for a job. I started working as a barista. And as soon as I got the job, I started applying for acting schools, and I got enrolled into one of them. I did an audition, especially like something like an audition, where there were like 10 of us or something like that, and we were working on a script.
Mm,
And I guess they liked me because they accepted me.
of course. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I remember it's so funny because I barely spoke English at the time.
That's
Like
crazy.
I didn't even know how to ask for a glass of water.
Oh my
And
God.
I remember sitting at the back of the class,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Yeah.
I don't. Every time that we would watch ourselves on screen, we would have to give some feedback, and that was my worst nightmare. Like I did not want to do it because I didn't have the vocabulary to like express what I was seeing in English.
Yeah, like please don't call me. I don't know how
Yeah,
to say
exactly.
this.
Like I'm
Yeah.
not here, like give
No,
me the
I get
script,
it.
I'll memorize the lines and then I'll do it, but don't ask me anything else
Don't,
outside the
yeah.
script.
Or in the middle when everyone's gonna look at me. Oh
Yeah.
no, that's hard. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not from here, so I didn't know the language either. So
Hmm.
when I was little, I was like, "Don't call me, don't call me. I don't want to read. I
Yeah.
don't want to do anything."
Yeah.
Okay, so in the UK,
Hmm.
did you work over there? Did you do any jobs as an actor or
I
just trained?
did. No, I'd say that I just trained there because I I graduated just before COVID, um, and then with the whole lockdown and everything, nothing really happened.
Oh, that's
But I
right.
did
Yeah.
sign with an agent back in the UK at the time, and he was getting me auditions, but I wasn't booking any roles, mostly because they were asking for British actors,
Mm,
and I don't have like I can't do the British accent. So I did a few commercials. That's all I did, and a
okay.
few short films, but nothing
Okay.
major. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
First of all, I wanted to ask you, when did you realize you wanted to become an actor?
that's a great question. All right, before I decided to become an actor and pursue this career, I was a basketball coach. I've always played basketball here
Oh,
in Spain.
wow.
So when I was 17, I realized that I wasn't going to make it in the NBA,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to be a professional baller. Let me just try this coaching thing. I did. I liked it, but I knew that that wasn't what I wanted to do in life. So I was doing my A levels. I don't know uh, how does it go in America? The whole like high school, college. I think it was it's
Oh,
college.
like
I think.
your AA, your
Yeah,
associate?
yeah, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I was doing that, and at the same time, I was coaching kids, and I was just trying to find that thing,
Okay.
trying to find that spark. And I was actually, this is a funny story. I was actually watching Stranger Things with a friend of mine. We were watching it
Wow.
at the same time. And then we would talk about it in school. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try this acting thing because I've always loved movies. I've always loved TV shows. I have really good memories of me and my father in the living room watching, Hollywood movies and everything. Will Smith, Denzel, all these great actors. And I was like, okay, let me try this acting thing. And so I got in touch with uh, a guy, and he's an aspiring director, and he was making a short film, and he was looking for actors. So I reached out to him, and well, I did an audition. I auditioned for a role, and he liked me. So he gave me the part, and it wasn't nothing major. It was just like a student film.
Yeah.
And by the time that we finished shooting, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do in life. So
Wow.
me being a Capricorn,
That means that you're a go-getter. Like
yes.
you
So
did it for
I'm
yourself.
definitely. And when I want something, same thing with basketball. I wanted to make it in the NBA. So now with acting, it's like, how can I make it in Hollywood? Because I want to reach that goal.
That's your dream?
Now, it was in the beginning, but then as I grew old and I matured a little bit, I realized that there were different things in
Yeah.
within the acting world that I
Yes.
was that are the same as fulfilling as make it in Hollywood.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, in the beginning, that was my goal. I was 17, and I was young.
Mm, you were a baby.
Um,
You were a
yeah, so
baby.
that's
Like that's normally people that I've talked to or whatever. Well, it depends, right? Like they were like, "Oh, all my life when I was a little kid, you literally found acting at
yeah,
17 and at 18 you
yeah.
were already moving." That's great. That's a great story. So you don't have a plan B. Would you say you
I
have a
don't.
plan B? This is
I
your
don't.
plan A, your plan
Yeah.
only. You're gonna make it.
Yeah.
No matter. I
You know
mean, you're already
what?
doing so much.
Yeah. I think in my experience, my opinion, I'm speaking for myself. Having a plan B might slow you down with your plan A. And
Mm,
when things get really tough, which they do at some point, you start looking at the plan B more. And I'm like, no, I don't wanna have that. I wanna be an actor. I wanna, you know, live off this acting thing, and I'm gonna give my 200%. You know,
yeah, good.
so
That's really
that's
good. Yeah, that's how you have to approach it. I mean, you can. If that's what you could do, then why not?
yeah.
You said there's tough moments.
Hmm.
Is there one specific moment that came to your mind when you said that as an
Oh
actor?
my God,
Like,
there's a lot of them, a lot of them, and
okay.
I think all of my you know acting colleagues and friends can relate to it. There's a lot of rejection in the industry, a lot of no's, a lot of not this time, a lot of quiet times. But you keep going, you keep auditioning, and I'd say this has allowed me to really work on myself and my self love, and also be have this reassurance of myself that it's not because I'm a bad actor. Maybe I did a brilliant take, but physically they're not what I'm not what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So you have to take that into account and not let those negative thoughts get to you. First of all, and second of all, there's a lot of people that are trying to get take advantage of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so
And
hard.
they trying to play with your dreams, with your hopes, with your innocence. So you have to be careful. There's a lot of good people, but there's a lot of bad people too. So you have to be
Yeah.
aware and really analyze them, and see decide who you're gonna work with.
Yeah. That's very smart. Do you have a character that has stayed with you off camera
That
that you
I
can work
played.
on? Yeah, that you played, that you sort of, it took you a
Um,
little longer to shake it off.
no, I don't think so. I mean, the one that I would say is El Marquez from
Mm-hmm.
the TV show from Salma Playlist,
Mm-hmm.
but because it was a TV show and I was one of the leads, so I had to really develop that character, on and off camera.
Yeah.
So I sometimes I saw myself thinking as the character whilst I wasn't acting. You know what I mean? Like in my day to day basis.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, no, that's not me. But at some point, I got used to it in terms of I accepted it because I was in the middle of filming, so that actually helped me get in character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think that I haven't played any character yet where when I finish filming, I'm like, ooh, I think this is gonna be a little hard to you know
To like
to shake
get
off
rid
me.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, were there any parts of you that were scared to bring into a performance? Like you
What do
wouldn't
you mean?
touch that? Like when you're like playing someone and maybe it's like a very deep traumatized character, for example, and then you're like, oh, like I can relate, I can do it, but I don't want to. Like I don't want to
Mm,
touch that.
mm, mm,
um I call it cabinets. Like you have
mhm.
like I have cabinets in my brain, and I have like when this happened to me at this age, and then you open that cabinet, you use it, then you put it back and you close it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So you're talking about the toolbox.
Yeah,
That's
the
that's what that's
toolbox.
that's how I call it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not very inclined to do those type of things because that's very fragile to do. You
Mm-hmm.
know, at least for me, to try to get an emotion based on your past experience or your past trauma. I always try to approach it in a way where I can get to know the character more, know their traumas and empathize with them by asking questions uh, and just make a, like by making a background story, a backstory.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I wouldn't say I've done it. I've done it before in the past, but I personally it's not something that I really enjoy. I'll do it if
Yeah.
I have to. If I have
Yeah.
to, hit a certain emotion and it's quite difficult for me to hit on set or whatever, then
Yeah.
I'll access the toolbox. But it's not personally my thing.
Okay. Okay. What would you say is your method in acting? Do you have a method?
Um, I'd say I don't have a specific method. I don't want to say no. I'm full Stanislavski or I'm full Meisner. I try to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes for a certain scene, I approach it with one method, and then the other one with another, a completely different method.
Yeah,
Because
you had like all
it's
of them.
whatever. Yeah, it's whatever
Mm-hmm.
works for me in that particular scene.
Okay.
Maybe
So,
it's a physical scene and I don't have to think that much, but I have to get my body to get that emotion and show my physical emotion, so I have to do something physical instead of sit in a corner and think about something.
yeah, did you have a hard time doing like intimate scenes?
Intimate scenes, no. Simply because my um, my other scene partner,
Yeah.
they were so professional, so delicate, so understandable, so empathic that it was easy for me to do that.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
we've also rehearsed those little intimate scenes a little bit, so it's nothing to worry about really.
Yeah, it was okay. That's good. It comes easy
And
then.
yeah, and the
It's
chemistry
not.
was there too. It wasn't like the other actor was like rude or something towards me, and then I had to pretend that I like this person. No, it wasn't something like that.
You've never been in that situation where you don't really
No,
like the
luckily,
person?
luckily, no,
That's
luckily,
good
no.
because it's
Yeah,
hard. Um,
yeah. Have you?
yeah, when I was younger, I've been in really uncomfortable situations.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you just have to work with it. Or like,
Yeah,
you've never heard those stories of actors that they don't like each other, so they eat
yeah,
like cebolla right before the
yeah.
kissing scene. It's crazy. So that's good. You don't know what that is, so you
Mhm.
that's good. What is a non-negotiable for you? So that means like, I don't think you have one. I mean, I'm not gonna speak for you, but it's like, oh, I would never play that. I would never play this character. For example, there's an actress who said I would never play a dying patient or someone that has cancer,
Mhm.
right? Something like that. Like, what is a character you would never play? Like, you can't do it.
I I think I would never get in a coffin.
Mm,
That's something that really hits me.
mm,
It shocks me because I don't know. Just by thinking about it,
yeah,
I get chills. It's like seeing
yeah.
myself in a coffin.
Mm,
It's like asking life for it or something like that. I don't know. It's
ooh.
something. It's something really, really deep that
Yeah.
I
No, yeah.
having the chance to get
Uncomfortable.
past. You know?
Have you watched Kill Bill?
Yeah,
The bride
yeah.
that she's in a
That was.
coffin?
Hey, and
That
I'm a
was.
little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit claustrophobic. So.
Oh, I,
You know.
I am very. I can't imagine. Get me out of here. There was a movie that the entire movie, the actor is in a coffin.
Really?
I'm gonna look it up because it's a really
Okay.
good movie. But if you have things about it like we do, like, it's hard to watch, but it's just so magnificent. Because that for an actor, I can imagine being extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And okay, and if acting disappeared tomorrow,
Hmm.
let's say there's no acting, like AI took over. It won't happen because
Please
our
don't
soul.
say that.
No, 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 it won't happen. Let's say it does. Who would you be?
Who would I be? Oh my
Yeah.
God. I guess I would just move to the countryside and have a little farm with animals and just, live a quiet life, be off grid,
And watch movies all day?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but no, because there's no acting.
There's no acting. That's funny. Um okay, you mentioned that I do want to ask you, I think who's like the biggest supporter you have in your life? When it comes to acting, I think you do need someone that supports your dream to
Yeah,
keep pushing you forward. I mean, actors, I'm sure, have come up with people that don't support them, but I think it is easier with people that do. So, who
yeah,
is that person in your life?
yeah. I think having supportive uh, friends and family play a key role in whether you make it or not, and your emotional state as well. I'd say my mom, she's been really supportive. Um, well, I have the classic story of when I told my mom that I wanted to become an actor, and she was like, "Are
What
you
she
sure about that?
say?
Are you sure
Yeah.
about that?" She wasn't into it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's normal,
She was
like
probably scared for you.
when you have a 17-year-old son who is playing games all day on his computer, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, mom, I'm going to LA, and then after that, I'm gonna go to the UK to study acting because I want to become an actor." That's a little bit crazy now that you think about it.
Yeah, it is
But
very crazy.
yeah, as a good Capricorn, like I mentioned before,
Yeah. You're like,
I
I'm gonna
I
do it
did
and I'm gonna
not.
go to the
Yeah,
UK.
exactly. I did not listen to those uh, tips that my mom gave me. Like, okay, you sure? Why don't you try this other thing?
Yeah.
So when she saw me that I was full on with this, she was like, okay, like he's being serious about this. So I'm gonna support him, and now she's my number one fan.
Moms are
And
great.
also,
Yeah.
yeah, also I would have to say that I have to be my biggest supporter as well, you know,
Bingo. Bingo.
because
I agree.
I was actually talking about this on the previous podcast. There's this industry and this like journey. It's a really really lonely journey that you go
Mm-hmm.
through.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might relate to it because they want the same dream, but most of the time it's you yourself trying to work on yourself, trying to work on reaching that goal, and it's
Yeah.
very lonely. And if you don't have that understanding that you have to be your biggest supporter, through tough times, then it's going to be way more difficult for you to keep
Yeah,
on working on it.
maybe that's why people give up. Because it's like, you know,
Yeah, I've witnessed a lot of people quit, and it's
yeah,
sad
same.
because they're like, come on, one more audition, one more
Mm-hmm.
audition,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But I guess some people have other plans, and some people
Some people have
have
plan
different.
Bs. Or, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I do think acting career is not for everyone. I mean,
mm,
there's
definitely
things
not.
that, like, I love acting, and
Hmm.
I'm not going to make this about me. I barely share about myself, but I love acting. Acting has always been, it's my passion. But I always knew I was okay not being like that. There's actors that are like you, that are
Hmm.
like, I'm gonna go, and if I have to sleep in a car, you were smart. You were like, I have a friend there. But, I'm sure that if you were like, I have to be in who knows, living with five people,
Yeah,
you would have done it, because
yeah.
you're built that way.
Which I
Um,
had done it before.
exact. You see? So
So,
it's like you're built that way. I was more like, I love acting, but like I'll do it here and there. It wasn't like,
yeah,
for
yeah.
me, becoming a mom was really like my call.
Mm,
And I still write, and I do so many things, but I think it's just a different level. Some people tried it and they were like, you know what, like I'm okay, like, But some actors really like yourself, and I know a good handful of actors that they're doing it, and I'm so proud of you guys. I mean,
Thank you.
it's not easy. You're built different. You know, it's a go getter. It's a go to
Yeah,
five auditions a day and hear five
yeah,
no's until you hear one yes. People don't see that side.
yeah.
So don't give up. Oh,
Thank
okay.
you very much.
Scarface. Scarface. What is it about
Tony,
Scarface?
Tony
Tony.
Montana.
Okay. Is that why you love Scarface so much? Is that why you think Scarface is such a classic?
You know, I have this sentence on my mind all the time when I'm pursuing this. And whenever I try to set a new goal, I always remember this. And it goes, remember the Zeppelin scene? You know, this big, like, what do you call it? The big
What?
globe with a
Oh, the
sentence
glove
where
with
it
the
says,
world is yours?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where it says, the world is yours.
Yeah.
I think that's a really powerful statement.
Yeah.
And when I watched Scarface for the first time and I saw that scene, I was like, my mind clicked, you know, because it's so
Yeah.
powerful. A lot of people, you know, they don't give it enough attention. That's a powerful sentence. The world is
Yeah.
yours.
That's
It's
crazy.
up to you to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. I know how Tony Montana ends. He's not, you know, he doesn't end really good, really well.
No. Mm-mm.
But I do admire that he came from nothing.
Uh-huh.
He didn't mind doing dishes, in
Mm-hmm.
Miami until
Yeah.
he got the opportunity to level up. And
Level up. Yeah.
yeah, and I think I can relate to him a lot because I come from nothing either.
Yeah.
And I don't mind making coffees whilst I'm auditioning, or I don't mind that. It's not my ego is not going to be hurt from that.
That's great.
So to have that ambition and that mindset, I call it athlete mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Where you want to get to it and you want to achieve that goal no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's why I love the movie.
Is
And
Tony?
Al Pacino does a really good job.
Oh no, Al Pacino is incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
he's uh I wouldn't say that's my favorite movie of his though, but he's incredible in as Tony. Do
Hmm.
you think Tony's like a dream character for you?
I would love to play Tony Montana someday. Yeah, I would love to play him.
What
Not
would you
be
do
him though.
different?
I
What
wouldn't
would
I wouldn't want to be him.
maybe you can be his son, like
No, I mean
sequel.
in like if I could
Not
play
like in
Tony
real life.
Montana, yeah, no, in real life, no.
Yeah, but in
Not in
as
real
a
life.
character,
As
as
a
a
character,
character
I would
in
love to
the
play
yeah,
him, of course.
of
Yeah.
course. What would you do
But there's
different?
still what would I do different? Um, I don't know. I feel like Al Pacino gave an insane performance. He was very spot on. The eyes, Chico, they never lie,
They never lie. Oh, that line's my
and
favorite line
he plays.
from that
Like
film.
he acts with his eyes so good.
In
He
every
doesn't have
film.
to move a finger,
In every film.
and that's what makes it so powerful. And I think another actor that I love, Denzel Washington, he does the same thing. He could be
Denzel's
sitting here and just with his eyes, they will
yeah.
they will be like, okay, I'm here.
Yeah, they'll destroy you or they'll make
Yeah,
you like they'll
yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's another one. Jake Gyllenhaal tends to do
Hmm.
that too.
Yeah.
Um, talking about Tony Montana and coming from nothing. Uh, I my saying. Let's talk about Sal de mi playlist.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
how did you get the role of? in Marquez?
That's a really interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit
Mm-hmm.
before. Well, I auditioned for initially. I auditioned for another character.
Who?
I auditioned for Torino.
No way.
Yes, I auditioned for that character, and I
Torino
think
is the Richie's dad?
no, Torino
Oh.
is the one that I did the garage scene with.
Oh, the one that's after you, that his brother's in
Yeah,
jail.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was supposedly gonna audition for that, and I did audition for that role. And I think the whole casting was done in 2 days. And I think it was one of the first actors to audition, something like that. If not the first, the second. So I auditioned for Torino, and when I finished, the producer came to me and she was like, "Oh, are you in a rush? Do you have to leave now?" I was like, "No, I can. Why?" And she was like, "Would you mind, learning this other character besides?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So came out of the room,
Mm-hmm.
read the sides, did a little bit of memorizing and everything, and came back in 5 minutes after and did the audition, and that's how I got the role.
Wow. You
Yeah,
weren't even
but
going for it,
but
Marquez.
no, I wasn't even going
And
for that
Marquez
role.
found you.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't find out, um, like any of the actors, we didn't find out that we got the job way before, like months after. And I remember one day going to Madrid. I I hopped on a flight and I went to Madrid because I did another audition that went really bad. It was for a reality show, and that didn't go really well because I was supposed to do the audition at 6 p.m. Ended up doing it at almost 10. Um, a disaster. Okay,
That sounds
and
terrible.
then yeah, and then I had the plane back to Tenerife at 5 in the morning. So I took the plane, came back to the island, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even sleepy, so I'm gonna go to the beach because luckily I live near the beach. So I went there, and I get a text message from the producers from the reality show saying, "Okay, we will need your details, passport, everything." And I was like, you know what? I thank you for the opportunity, but I think that I'm not the guy that you're looking for. You're looking for another different
No
person.
way.
Yeah, so I turned it down, and half an hour later, I get the text message that I got the role for Marquez.
Wow. That just shows you that you have to
Yeah,
be selective. You
yeah.
didn't even know.
I didn't even know. That was half an hour later when I turned down the other
I can
project.
just picture it. You're at the beach, like looking at the, like
Yeah, I was
making
just
the
I was
right
just
decision.
reflecting. I was reflecting about life because I was like, okay, I did this audition
Mm-hmm.
because for this reality show because it would give me like exposure or whatever. It
Right.
didn't go as planned. I really didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Do
My
you know what it
mind, my
is?
gut. You can guess. You can guess what
I
it is.
know it's something like Love Island or Love is
Yeah, something
Blind.
like that.
I knew it. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Those shows, I watch some of them. Not Love Island so much, but they're very entertaining. I love reality TV. That's what I'm on
yeah,
right now. But I do think I'm really glad that you took Marquez over.
yeah. You know what? Because again, I thought that by doing the reality show, I would get more exposure.
Yeah,
Um,
but you
but when
weren't
I did the
necessarily there for love. Is that what it
no,
is?
nah,
No,
hell no.
you were like, I just need to
Nah, nah,
come
nah.
up in my thing. Okay. You're like, you
Yeah,
know what? Never mind. I'm
never
okay.
mind.
In
I'm gonna
those
go
in
back.
those in those auditions, do you get to
Mhm.
see like the girls you're gonna be paired with?
No, no. They put you in a room all by yourself, and that's it. Then they call you to do the audition, which again, I was supposed to be doing it like I had supposed to be at 6 p.m. and then I did it at 10. So I was tired and I had to have the energy had to be here, you
Like,
know?
ugh,
And I was like, come
yeah.
on, I'm tired as hell.
Yeah, you're like, I'm trying to do scripts right now.
Yeah.
Also, I think, so I didn't get to see in a reality TV show. I always try and see if I'm gonna know someone in the show. Like,
Okay.
they haven't done Love is Blind Miami, but
Hmm.
I'm sure I'll know someone. Um, but look at you. Okay, so you were like, I'm gonna do. So you got El
Yeah.
Marquez. Okay, what is
Yeah.
something that El Marquez wants but he never says?
That's a really good question. I
Because
guess.
because his internal dialogue is crazy. Like
Hmm.
there's always something
Hmm.
that he is trying to say,
Hmm.
and he doesn't say it.
Hmm. I think Marquez has gone through a lot in the past. He has a lot of trauma. Um, there's been a lot of people that have hurt him in the past, and he hadn't had any other choice but to put this armor and this shield, you know.
Yeah,
But as you watch the whole season, you can see this character arc where he starts somewhere at this point, and then he ends up at another.
yeah.
And that's something that I was really focusing on doing. You know, I was really taking care of it because I didn't want to play a character where he is on the same line the whole season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just to give it layers and
Yeah,
peel peel the layers bit by bit every episode,
you did
so
that.
we can make it interesting. You know, thank you very much.
No, you did that. I think a character like El Marquez is very difficult to approach because it's so easy to make it a cliche. Because there's
Yeah.
so much outside that we see, like the la moto y the
Mm,
leather jacket, you know? Normally
yeah.
you see that and you're
Yeah.
like you're so attracted to that. Not everyone,
Hmm.
but like I do love that like
Yeah.
that as women and men when they play those type of characters, but when you don't have layers to the character, that's when it becomes cliche. El Marquez was different because you could tell there was a lot of internal, like I believed you. I was like, this
Hmm.
character has gone through so much, his family, the woman he loves, but then he's like this like I saw El Marquez as a two worlds. Like a
Hmm.
world of like this bad guy and I'll hit you, I'll kill you, whatever. And then the other
Yeah.
side of this soft, like you're like fighting these two men to be
Yeah.
like, and that's so difficult to play and to create. So great job
Hmm.
doing that. He's one of my favorite
Thank
characters
you.
in Sal de mi playlist because
Thank you. I appreciate that.
he's a human.
Yeah.
Um, okay. What is like the most relatable uh part of that character for you?
The most relatable, I'd say that he wants to take care of his family. I think that's the most important one that I can relate with. He wants
Yeah.
his family to be okay. He wants to look after them. Um, he wants to provide for them. And like you were saying, I think he's gone through so much that he's in this survival mode. You know, when you're in the jungle, you have
Hmm.
to, be on survival mode. Otherwise, they would kill you.
Yeah.
And him being a bad boy, whatever you want, being a drug dealer, whatever. But he also has another, he has other goals. He has other traits. He wants a better life for himself and for the people around him. And so that's what makes him a really, layered character. It's not just I have a motorbike and I'll give you a ride around and I'll sell drugs. It's not like that.
Yeah.
I think it goes way deeper than
Um. Okay. And Marquez and oh my gosh, the love interest. Well, he has two
that.
love interests.
Yeah,
Let's start there.
yeah,
Laura and
Raquel.
what's Raquel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rachel.
Rachel, yeah. Love the chemistry between the three of you. But
Thank
specifically
you.
Raquel, I think Raquel, I think is better.
Mhm.
Um, how did you guys approach that? And for El Marquez, not for Daniel, but
Mhm.
for El Marquez, like who's Rachel in his life? Because I feel like that's someone that they had like a relationship, a very long history. Why are they not together?
Well, that's something that you have to watch the show to understand.
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil anything,
of
But
course.
what I would say is that Raquel for El Marquez is really important. She's been there in the past. She was there when he needed her. Um, they've basically grown up together. They grew up together.
Yeah.
Um, and it's true that they had something. They had a relationship in the past, but something happened
Mm-hmm.
that made her leave him. You know,
Yeah.
and in the beginning, you can see that he didn't like that. I don't know, like what's the word in English, but he's like resentful a little bit.
Do you think he feels strongly about Laura, or he's just with her because?
There's a lot of people that say, El Marquez is only with Laura because he doesn't want to be alone. I don't think that's the reason. I think he saw something in her that resonated with him. So there's a scene in the show where
Mm-hmm.
she thanked him for basically doing something to save her life. So I'm guessing that she was going through something
Mm-hmm.
that El Marquez has either experienced in the past or understands.
Yeah.
And I guess he sees himself in Laura,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I see it. I think I never really thought seeing that dynamic, it felt very genuine with both characters, which again,
hmm
hard to do.
hmm
And you did it. What is the dream that you have for El Marquez?
The dream that I have for El Marquez, I'd say that in the end, he he achieves everything that he wants, but also realizes that it's not good to be so tough. And, it's not good to look tough to
Yeah.
other people. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to love. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to joke around, be silly. You don't have to have this armor on all the time. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping that if we do a second season, we were able to see that, in
I
him.
really hope there's a second season because I was like, what happened to the white party? Oh, wait. No, I don't. No, I was like, what? I thought there was a second season. So
Mhm.
please, you guys need a second season. Whoever's listening, please. Um, yeah, I hope the best for Marquez too. And what do you think it was your favorite part of playing at Marquez?
I think my favorite part was playing the contrast between looking tough and at the same time looking vulnerable with his brother or with Raquel at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really cool thing to do because it challenges you as an actor. And also riding a bike. I loved that motorbike.
Was that real? You were riding
Yeah,
that bike the
yeah,
entire
it
time?
was
You didn't have
me.
a
I did not
no
listen. I
stunt
did not
double.
have any. No, 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 no.
That's
The producers
crazy.
actually, yeah, the producers actually paid for some riding lessons for me. So
You've
before
never, that
filming,
was your first time riding a bike.
yeah,
I can't believe it.
yeah,
I can't believe it. I was wondering. I was like, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was like,
yeah,
wait, did he?
yeah. No stunt
Also,
double.
also, it was you hitting the guy and freaking knocking him out and that. Did you take
Yeah,
classes for that too? Or you're like,
not
no, I
really.
just knew how to do it since I
I
was
just knew how
little.
to do it. Come on, Valeria, you know me.
That's so funny. Okay. Well, I think that uh we're done with Sadami playlist. Is there anything
Mhm.
else you would like to mention?
No, the only thing that I'd like to say is that I hope that it becomes a success, and I hope that we get to make a second season, and that the people that watch it that they like it. And I hope that this is a an opportunity for me to get more work in the industry.
I hope so. What's next for you
Yeah.
right now? What are you up to?
Well, I was part of my first American movie last December. We shot it last December.
What?
So
Tell me more.
hopefully it's gonna come out. I can't really talk about it much because
Okay, but
I
can you
signed
tell
I
us?
signed the NDA, I signed the NDA and
So, what
I'm
is it
not messing it
about?
up.
How does it end? I'm kidding.
I can
Um,
imagine. No,
okay, so you
no,
did
but
what? Is it a short film, a feature film? What is
it's a
it?
feature film. It's a feature
Oh,
film.
wow. Okay. And it's gonna
Yeah.
come out in the States. It's gonna be doing rounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the one you on it? You recently got an award, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's for a short film that we did, me and my friends, because there's this festival in Tenerife, this film festival. It's
Okay.
called Tenerife Noir Express. Um,
Mm.
and so we made a short film the night before. The director called me. He was like, "Hey, I have this script. Do you wanna do it?" And I'm like, "Bro, I gotta go to work tomorrow." Like,
You're
we
like,
ended
sure.
up finishing it at 3 a.m.
Oh my
So
God. You
anyway,
guys shot
but
in one night.
yeah, one night, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my. Do you have
yeah,
dreams of producing your own stuff too? Maybe
yeah.
directing and
I would,
writing?
I would love that. I would love that. I love that. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Especially
great.
directing. At some point, I guess I have to be a little bit more stable within the acting field,
Mm-hmm.
so then I can, you know,
Explore
go
that.
behind the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
would,
that's
I would
right.
love, I would love to direct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the more you can get in there, the better. And
yeah,
um so wait, but you haven't because I went somewhere else. So there's a film coming out here in the United States.
yeah.
Okay, when does it come out? Do you know? You
I
can't
don't
say
know.
any
I don't know.
dates.
It's in post production right now. All I can say is that the star is Mason Gooding Jr.
Who's
Okay,
that? I don't know what that
that's
is.
that's Cuba. That's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s
Oh, okay,
son.
his son. Hold
Yeah,
on. Don't get me started with names, please. Wait, Mason
I'm
who?
really bad at names too.
No, I'm so bad. It's
Mason
like
Mason
great.
Gooding.
Okay, wait. Oh my gosh, of course. I recently saw him in
Scream,
Scream,
I
I
think.
think.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I wasn't Scream. It was something else. I'll figure it out. But I saw him.
He's in that movie too.
Okay, so that's amazing. I'm so excited for you. I hope that that's
Thank
what's
you.
going to launch you to maybe coming to the States and doing work here. It was your first film in English?
Yeah, it's my first movie overall. You know, and
That's amazing.
yeah, and it was good because I'm getting more international opportunities than actual Spanish ones. You know what I mean? Thanks
Yeah.
to me being able to act in English,
Hmm.
there's a lot of Hollywood productions that come here to the island to film
Yeah.
because of the tax incentives and
Taxes.
everything.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this whole this year, my whole goal is to market myself as this actor that not only is able to act in Spanish but also in English. You know.
You're a double threat. Oh, sorry. Um, okay, last question before we get
Yeah.
to a little game that I have for you
Okay.
to end things light.
All right.
Um, who's your dream collaboration in a film? Think
I
about it
have
because he might happen.
so
One.
so
One.
many. Just one. Dang it. Okay. I'd say for sure Denzel
What?
Washington.
I knew it. Denzel Washington. I knew it. I knew
He's
it.
the GOAT.
I love him.
I was gonna say Will Smith, but I was like, no, I have to say Denzel Washington.
Yeah, good
You
job.
know, because
Good
if you
job.
think about it, my acting style is a little bit like his acting style because I've watched him so much.
I see your influence. I mean, I see his
Yeah,
influence. Yeah, definitely. I think he's the best actor to look up to and study.
uh, he's
He's a
so good.
masterclass on his own. I love him. He's incredible.
Yeah.
His style
What
too
about
is
you?
crazy.
What about you?
Me?
Who will be your dream collab?
Penelope Cruz.
Ooh, nice, amazing.
Yeah, I love her. I just love her and Javier Bardem. I would
Mm,
love to just watch her work, even if it's not me acting, just me in the background, like, oh shit,
mm.
just seeing her work and stuff like that.
You know, I was this close to make a TV show with his sister, Monica Bardem.
No way.
We were rehearsing and everything, and in the end, it got canceled. But she was so nice. She's so kind,
I mean, they
and
look like I want to go to dinner with them. Like I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
sit with them and just talk and their lifestyle. I mean, I do love. It's great that you're over there. You know,
hmm
like I feel like the lifestyle in Spain and everything is so. I love it.
it's it's different. It's different from the U.S. But
Yeah.
we also have our struggles, you know, like rent, housing,
Mm-hmm.
income,
Mm-hmm.
salary is not. There's a lot of things going on that could be better though.
Yeah. I think quality of life though might
hmm
be
hmm
a little bit up there. Listen, I've had a great time talking to you. Thank you for being part of Industry of Cool. You're now part of the club.
hmm
And honestly, the one last thing I could ask of you is to give your younger self advice.
Ooh, can we go back to the movie thing, the
You're
movie trivia?
like, you're so competitive. You're like, can you please do that again? I need to get all of them right.
No,
No.
what advice would I give my younger self? I'd say keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great, even though things are not working out at the moment, or it might seem that they're not working out at the time. But in reality, all the effort and all the hard work that you're putting is going to pay off eventually.
That's great. Thank you for coming.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
being online with me. This is
Yeah,
great.
I love it.
And
Hopefully, the next one is in person, though. It would be
yes, I
face to
already
face.
told you whenever you come, you have to come to Cultura Media House. And that reminds
Yeah.
me, thank you, Cultura Media House, Cultura TV. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me.